Let's take a look. Right off the bat, this is not box art, but it is cool and funny. Funny dog. Funny dog makes life worth living. And then we got gun. You guys like guns? I don't know shit about guns. Looking at the bottom insignias, it's a gun con. So I've had gun cons before and then sold them. But the way they work is they have little AV pass-throughs that the system, you take the cable that comes out of the system and it plugs into the pass-throughs, and somehow it's able to take that data and help you shoot. This is a Beretta. I know that name. It's a gun. If you know anything about guns, you put bullets in guns. And shoot. I don't know shit about guns. What is this? 1994, 10 years after. What? For Commodore 64. They were on some different shit. There's some outrageous stuff for old 8-bit computers. 1994. Oh, is it meant to be like a sequel to Jojo Well, 1984? He was an asshole, by the way. Commodore 64. I wonder if this was a floppy or a cassette. Cassettes were bigger in the UK for PCs, I find. I didn't even talk about the actual fucking image. I don't know what's going on here. This is one of those things they used to do where they used to take the even if it was an outlandish premise, like the sprite, they just interpret the sprites literally, even though it didn't really make sense. That was one way to go for a cover of an old game. Like, why is he scared of the... I guess, like, one of the main enemies was a eagle? Yeah. The background itself... A mainframe built into a skyscraper. Yeah, I guess it's cyberpunk in that way. I guess it is kind of cool. I wonder if that's a lightning strike or this is meant to conduct electricity, like a Tesla coil. That guy's pretty ripped. Cloud as moody as ever. Potion, limited edition. I wonder if this was alcoholic in nature. 350 mil. 16. 200% alcohol. It gets you ultra drunk. This is the shit you drink and then you hear the earth screaming. You hear the planet crying out in pain. You ever been that drunk? They genuinely go a lot harder than the US when it comes to, like, tie-in products. They have, like, the whole cast of fucking Final Fantasy VII. If this came out in the US, it would be Nacho Cheese Dorito with Cloud, and then Cool Ranch with Sephiroth. And then Tifa, if we were graced with Tifa, it would be on a spicy Dorit. That's pretty neat. The Neo Geo Pocket Color. From 2000. Had no idea this existed when I was a kid. Never saw a Neo Geo anything of any sort. I didn't know that shit existed. But you got feet. You like feet? I'm indifferent to feet. Sunday evening, 21. I guess that... Oh, yeah, it is UK. That explains it. Murphy Daiozenin Shugo. Murphy's TV CD-ROM, 3DO, Panasonic. 1994. That's fucking crazy. So, the 3DO had a pretty big library in Japan. It's not the same as in the US. If I recall correctly, 3DO had a sort of... a very cheap... It was very cheap to publish on the 3DO. Not only were the CDs cheap to produce, but getting the license from 3DO, it was either free or like very cheap. And that's partially the reason. And Sony was the same in Japan too, and that's partly the reason there's like 1 billion titles in the libraries. Is this a foot positive stream? This is a foot neutral stream. I hope that's good enough for you. So there was a lot of experimental stuff for PS1 in 3DO. And yeah, the PC in Japan wasn't as huge, which is crazy. They published more stuff on consoles than they did for PC. It was just more accessible. I guess coding, it was easier to code. I could be a bit wrong, but I'm right in general. Some version of what I'm saying is right, basically. I'm not a super genius and remember everything perfectly. I'm pretty dumb. But yeah, PC in general was still smaller market at the time. Oh yeah, throughout the whole world, definitely. There's that too. CD-ROM was emerging, but it wasn't really it wasn't solely on the PC, because this they tried pushing it for like CDI and all the other shit. Amiga CD. They wanted to make it a thing, and it did catch on, but not on every platform. So we're witnessing, I guess, some indie creation here. The 3DO price makes a little more sense than when you compare it to what computers were costing. Yeah. Yes, because some consoles were just basically a CD-ROM drive. They were like stripped down PCs. I wonder what is going on here. I think a staple of Japanese comedy is buff men. Buff men is funny to them. And I guess buff people are funny. They're big hulking creatures. Yeah, it has the aesthetic of WarioWare, especially like on DS. The WarioWare art looks better on DS. It looked better as like pixelated. When it's rendered pixelated. It looks like it's supposed to be like made in paint. Murphy's. Xenoblade Chronicles X. Limited edition art book 2015. I had this limited edition at one point, and I sold the guts of the box and the box itself, and I kept the DVD case. It was an excessive purchase. Only God knows if I'll get to it. I have tried playing Xenoblade, the first one. This is super detailed. Look at this. It's like the eternal exception on a artist's commission sheet. Will not draw Gore, Fuda, Mecha. Poor Mecha gets lumped in with like disgusting shit. But this is why. Please draw my OC. He is a Michael Bay transformer. He is a whole junkyard come to life. Fish's Revenge. PC. Music Bank. 2002. Alright. Look at the fish. They got big ass noses. They look like Boomer comics. A PC CD-ROM. I'm guessing this was in a DVD case. Huh. I wonder if that was at like Walmart or something. I have no recollection of PC games at retail. I was just locked into the Nintendo games when I was a kid. And you would think the big boxes would grab my attention, but I guess not. Yeah, I know the 99 Casino Games shit was around like in relatively recent time. But I feel like back then in like the early 2000s, they still must have had like Half-Life, a big box Half-Life or something. I hope. Cuz the shovelware shit just brought down confidence in what PCs could do gaming wise. PC, despite being a very good option, has gotten the shaft, I feel, in terms of the market. We needed Gabin to come reinvent the market. Valve sold not only games, but a solution. Olin and Emerald, Kingdom of Myr. C64 Adventure. International, 1984. Literally 1984. Look at this fucking puppet. He looks like he's from Mr. Rogers. The kid is a tent. What a nerd. I ain't listening to no fucking puppet. Unless it's Kermit. You're the king of nothing. You're a false king. Adventure International. That's probably one of the companies that got absorbed by Softkey. Yeah, gaming was just one part of what PCs did. And in a way, they still are multi-use. I wonder what the hell this game is about. I'm guessing it's educational. Ireland, Sinclair Basic Code. Interface Publications, 1983. Yeah, fuck cartridges. Fuck CD-ROMs. You're sitting there and you're copying all of this to play my game. To show your computer's graphics off at their best. Run this program by David Perry. Oh shit, David Perry. Of course. Shout out to the Big Dick King, David Perry. He gave us Earthed Worms and Frame by Frame on the Mega Drive. The awesome task of entering all that data will be rewarded by the quality of the final picture. You can incorporate this program with the screen save so you can get Ireland up on your screen instantly. I wonder what the actual game was. You have to take up arms and defend yourself from England. You play as the IRA. That would be a fucking awesome game. Just raw numbers. Look at that. Beautiful. This is like looking at a game's guts. I'm gonna get banned for looking at this. Shenanigans, Dragon 32, Dragon Data. 1984. With graphics. Yes. You're getting graphics with this. What was it for? It was for Dragon 32? I guess that's a 8-bit computer? Yeah, Dragon. Yeah, this was back when text games were the main form. More Ireland. Cabin caves. Shamrock. Shamrock over there. What else is Irish? Pub. Turnstile. Orange pubes. Very cute. Junior Maths. BBC Micro. It's funny that the BBC made a computer. 1982. He's kind of fucked up. You don't look right. What is this? Is that Pikachu? Dragon was a short-lived computer company in Europe. They were Tandy clones. Okay. Yeah, the market in Europe was huge for PC. I'm not that surprised there were kind of very short-lived failed computers. I don't know any of these. I know 7 plus 3 is like 11. 8 minus 6 is like 2. What's 9 times 5? 95. 8 divided by 2? 4. Tokimeki Memorial, Forever with You. Switch. This isn't even out yet, I think. Konami recently announced a bunch of games for their old IPs. Amazing. Finally. Maybe they could win us back. Probably not. Tokimeki is infamous among visual novel fans. for being like a good series. My wife. I don't know her name yet. Rogue Alliance. Yeah, maybe their pachinko money ran out. On the PC 98, StarCraft. You named your company StarCraft in 1989. So it's funny that the PC 98 didn't come out in 98. But this was Japan. The PC 98. Another one of their bespoke. Holy, that is ass. Okay. I don't know. That's a little risky. Dark Dungeons, Commodore 64. It's probably okay. It probably has a category on Twitch. It's probably okay. Almost got some goblin cock there. Yeah, I don't think they care about artistic expression, but look, he's like, come hither. Behold my bones. Say there, traveler. He's fucking creepy. Oh my god, he's staring straight into my eyes. I don't like him. They could have done without the soul-piercing gaze. Print ad? Delta Software? Oh, there's more skin. It's probably fine. It's in Spanish on Amstrad Spectrum MSX. Yeah. Barcelona. Oh. That's right. Spain exists. Did you know there's a country in Europe where they speak Spanish? He's kind of have the... He's kind of have the... the vibe of those African movie posters that are like airbrushed. A little better. And this is, I have copies of these pictures saved. This is from a Mario 64 Japanese guidebook, where they took the time to make miniatures. Look at this. It's beautiful. This is in my art folder that of saved art pieces. Look at the toads. Look at this toad. That's some good shit. True craftsmanship. Definitely some clay probably went into making them. Probably clay molded. Yoshi's up there. I love the detail. They put Yoshi up there. He looks so cute. Look at him. It kind of spoils the surprise, but whatever. The cannons here. Blue spaghetti. That's the good stuff. This is so good. I want this. This should have been a actual playset or something. I'm in awe. This person deserves riches beyond their wildest imagination for creating this art. I wonder what they used to prop this up. I wonder if that's like a steel little rod here. So they're not showing this little section here behind the mountain. But otherwise you could pretty much see everything. We're not missing much, I think. I think there's like a little crate here. On that, in that little meadow back here. And Nintendo points being discontinued. If they were worth anything in the first place, I would be a lot more devastated. They make downloads cheaper, whatever. I don't give a shit. When they got actual good physical rewards in the shop, like Japan gets, and then I'll care. You got Wet Dry World. I like the use tile here. These little tetrahedrons are like glass. More of the steel rods here propping things up. They couldn't get some of the things perfectly straight. They're like tilted. Look at, there's like sort of grain going on here. Looks like mold, like moldy tile. I wonder if they used actual tile. This shit's amazing. That's a banger. Mario Bros. Cassette. Yes, the cassette. You would think it's like a bootleg. 1987. Ocean. How did they get the rights to Mario Bros. Arcade in 1987? This was probably like one of the final licensed arcade Nintendo games. Ocean. Super Mario Club. Family Computer Network System, 91. What? I'm not sure what this is. My knowledge is failing me. Luigi, you gotta come to my club. It's named after me. They got steel rods poking out of the earth, Luigi. They got custom tile. They got black mold. Yeah, I'm not sure what the hell this is. I've never heard of this. Network system. I wonder if it has something to do with the disk system. Famicom family. So this is probably 1989 or later. Possibly 1990. 91. Okay. I'm right. I need to look up what this is. It looks exclusive though. It's probably not hard to get into Super Mario Club. Mario is accepting of all. Paragraph from the wiki. Set up in shops, consumers were able to receive the latest reviews for Famicom games. Citation needed. Database was shared between every toy shop that had the software. It was possible for consumers to submit their own feedback, and their data was tracked by Nintendo. It was just a review database? Whoa. So this might have been a store exclusive software. Interesting. Devilfish arcade flyer. 82. Big, bigger, biggest. Don't worry, the dog's not gonna drown. He has air tanks that look like spray cans. The flashing fish. The brave sea dog. Devilfish. I like how they didn't make separate promo art. So they just kind of zoomed in. That's funny. There was a happy group of aquatic creatures. One day, a school of fierce devilfish broke out of prison and occupied the sea garden. Okay. It looks like a Pac-Man clone. The fish are kind of weird looking. Strength and skill. Guinness Book of Records. Official. Real. Sunsoft 84. Oh, this was when they were still Sun Electronics. Wow. Incredible. I guess it's probably kind of like track and field. This vaguely foreign man. Oh, and he's holding the book. Japanese edition. And you get skateboard. Hot damn. He does all of this, and he's in the book. The book that you partially have to pay to get into, and serves as a promo for yourself. Which reminds me, if I get a hand cam screen going, I'm gonna do... I have the Making of Earthworm Jim book, and there's a whole section with Tommy Tallarico in it. I want to feature that prominently. Gensol Suikoden. PC, Konami 98. CD-ROM for Windows 95. Oh, damn. Konami on the PC, huh? That's nice art. Is this Suikoden series? I don't think that was Konami. Holes in my knowledge. The cartridge, Game Boy Gallery 3. I'll hit you up, freak. Game Boy Gallery 3. Oh, this is that weird long Luigi. The Game Boy Luigi. My mouth is dry. My mouse is dry, and my mouth is drier. And I also have to piss. Suikoden was published by Konami. Dev'd by Hudson Soft back then. Oh, it was Konami. Alright. My RPG knowledge is lacking. Let me do a really short BRB. Actually really short. Like 3 minutes. So I can cycle fluids. That's awful. I'm never saying that ever again. BRB. Back. Like I was saying, this Luigi. This freaking... this weird lanky Luigi. He's like the lanky version of Luigi. The same way Yoshi has a lanky version. He shows up specifically on the Game Boy promo art. Mario Tennis has him looking like this too. He's like stretched out. If you look at his legs, there's different art of him with a tennis racket, and his legs are uncomfortably long. Print ad 94 for Donkey Kong 94. Yeah, they went with that. They went to the costume shop. Maybe they used the same gorilla, makeshift gorilla that they had hanging up in the warehouse. Oh, this was UK. Okay. This was the in-between Donkey Kong, which was the arcade Donkey Kong design with the Donkey Kong Country tie. You can't see it here very well. Oh, here you can. There's his tie. This was like a rare... He only looks like this for this game. I think that rocks. I think that should be his main design. Well, his new design looks more like this. If they choose to keep that design. And not just Mario Kart, but going forward. Game Boy Pocket. Hmm. I always thought these kind of look like the, fittingly, the Game & Watch handhelds, handheld keychain games. They have a toy-like quality. Not toilet, toy-like quality. The see-through one is pretty cool. And apparently there's a Game Boy Pocket with the gray brick colors. I'm not sure when that came out. I think it was more towards the late 90s. I saw it in a commercial. And it was for Pokemon, so must have been like 97, 98. If I had to choose a shell, I would choose that one. A sleek, slimmed down brick Game Boy. I would mod it and put a backlight in it, and it would be the best. Donkey Kong. There's Donkey Kong Prime with the tie. He's beautiful. This is cool. Showing off his athleticness before 64 even came out. Nintendo's always developing their characters, even if you don't notice it. Oh yeah. I like how he has sideburns. He's excellent. They took the original arcade art and slowly tuned it over time. Really and they keyed into that real Donkey Kong aura, if that makes sense. Beautiful line art that the Mario series is known for. The thick main outline. And then I'm not sure what the inner highlight is called, because I'm not a real artist. I'm a fake one. But that looks great. Yeah, if they somehow, I guess Wonder is a pretty close approximation. It would be pretty difficult to get a game engine to animate the 2D line art. I mean, they got the money, they got the power, they got the Nintendo power to do it. Yeah, WarioWare Shake, that's straight up frame by frame animation. We'll see. But yeah, this is the best Mario looks. Graphics in 1993 are the best graphics. Mario's Picross 95 on Game Boy. Met Netherlands Handleding. Mode d'emploi en français. It's French and... Oh god, I'm so American. Netherlands speaks... Dutch? I think. One of those. We got the Super Game Boy insignia here. Very nice. It sucks that modern day Europe has these humongous, disgusting looking rating emblems that fuck up the box art. And in certain regions they have like 3 of them and it looks terrible. This is back when they cared about the aesthetic. It's that line art we were talking about. Castlevania, the new generation. Mega Drive. I guess this was what they titled Bloodlines, which is way better than the new generation. As John Morris, the Whip. The Whip. Hell yeah. Wielding Vampire Hunter, or Eric Lassard, Master Lanceman. You'll chase the demonic vampiress, Countess Bartley, across Europe. They had to have the European one in Europe. Of course. Look at this. Alucard. Alucard pre-Symphony. He was just a vampire punk. Alucard, you incompetent idiot. Time Warrior. What is this? FMV? A cinematic adventure for Windows. Time Warrior. Sideways text. Who is this man? What does he have to do with Star Trek? What is this? This does not instill confidence. Well, you could probably discern that it's a FMV game, and that's about it. Rihanna Rouge. 99 PC. Alright. Kind of looks like Steel Harbinger. On the PS1. Harbinger. Foreman for Real, Mega Drive, 95. The Japanese Foreman for Real. This is probably a $700 game, while the US one is like $1. Look at him. He had no idea he'd be selling grills just a couple years later. Shinobi. This is a recent release. This is one of those, I guess all the Japanese companies are doing their IP revivals. Sega jumped up and did it. Now everyone else gotta do it. I guess there were other ones. There were smaller Japanese companies. Sunsoft, or whoever owns the Sunsoft IP, is doing the same. It took a while, but Japan's hitting its nostalgia. Its nostalgia hype cycle. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 on mobile. Oh god. You know this was terrible. Disgusting. No actual footage of the game. Imagine playing games on one of these. I did. Oh yeah. Those Java games on mobile ran terribly. They ran at like 1 FPS. The games just weren't good on old mobile phones. They just weren't. The hardware wasn't meant to handle games. You'd have a better time running a game on those scientific calculators. Honestly, I'll say it. It doesn't matter that most of the games on flip phones are lost media now. That's my hot take. Fuck those games. Normally, I would advocate for game history. But I'll just go ahead and say, I don't give a shit. This could be lost. I don't care. Our energy is best spent elsewhere. I got cotton mouth, damn it. Yeah, and if you're not gonna play them, why fucking preserve them? Is what I say. Like, they're junk. They're fucking garbage. I don't know. I think I've become hardened. I think game collecting made me this way. I'm bitter. I'm a bitter old man. Yeah. Cool box art follows trends. They announced Tony Hawk 3 and 4, and they get some Tony Hawk stuff out. Very cool, guys. They're doing good work. Tony Hawk's bio. What is this? Oh, a full page ad. Two-page spread. Sponsors. He has all the sponsors. Famous Tricks Ollie 540. Kickflip 540. The 900. That's right. He was all about doing spins. Who could bring the most spins to the trick? It was Tony. The Birdman. Bless him. Hoshi no Kabi. Hot cake pan. This ain't games at all. This is pancake. Very cute. I want Kirby to cook for me. Abnormal Check. Arcade 96 by Namco. Ain't this one of those dolls? One of those dolls they got? I don't know much about that. I have no idea what any of this is. This is an arcade game that I think is based on a certain doll. Don't remember what they're called. I don't know why this doll has a comb over. I wish I knew Japanese. Zelda.com posters or wallpapers. 2003. To promote Wind Waker. I remember in 2000 we went to the library, and I think it was my very first time using a computer, and I went on the internet in 2000. The only thing I thought to do was put Nintendo.com in, and I went there, and there was a button to print a bookmark for Paper Mario. A promotional printable Paper Mario bookmark. Lost probably before I even got to the car. Metroid Other M slipcase. This is very cool. One seckie. Let me just finagle my windows. Okay. This is really nice. The game, however, I don't know about the game. Out now. We move you. And by out, they mean sold out. Because it was 2006. Very bland. This era was very bland. Which of course was very purposeful. They wanted the Wii to be like an appliance or something. They wanted that mass appeal. They wanted to appeal to partially to the Japanese sensibility of buying home appliances. It was like a white tile. It was something you could project onto. Literally. I just can't associate this with anything other than like a shit post. This fucking promo of Yoda. This is awesome. This looks like a bootleg. Look at him. Yeah. And the Darth Vader pointing promo image. This rocks. Yoda stories. Fucking Yoda. It looks like a still from the movie that they photoshopped. This rocks. It always bothered me how the inside of certain cockpits in Star Wars looked like a window or something with these bars. Like that's the last thing you want in your line of sight when you're a fucking fighter pilot. Aussie footy. Aussie rules. We're playing with Aussie rules. What kind of fucking footy is this? Rugby? Laser Beam. Their fucking company was called Laser Beam. That's funny. I wonder if this was American football or rugby. I thought the only Australian sport was like boomerang tossing and kangaroo hopping and drinking. Poker Face Paul's poker. This guy passing me a card. Would you trust this man? I wouldn't. These people in the background are so happy to lose money. I learned for the first time like last year that the Game Gear clamshell cases had purple plastic instead of the black that Genesis had. Spycraft, the great game. Macintosh 96. The great game. It's a very good game. Accelerated for Power Macintosh. Sure. This guy's gonna get shot right in the head. Gets the CIA headshot. William Colby, former director and a former major general of KGB. Are these actual people that they brought on to help make the game more like real? That's something I have to look up if I remember, which I will not. RSAC Advisory. What was this? Was 96? I guess PC or Macintosh had different rules for. They didn't have to have ESRB. So they had this fucking whatever this is, RSAC. They were probably cheaper than ESRB. I like their icons. For violence it's an old timey Bomberman bomb. You can get this for $6 now. Activision. What? Cozy fleece blanket with sleeves. This was before the Snuggie. Huh. Feel me. That's awesome. Ken wants you to feel him. Oh yeah. Do not feel the Ken. Let the Ken feel you. Oh yeah, he's gaming. He's gaming. When you need to game and feel comfy. I want one of these. Driller tanks for the ZX Spectrum. Software by Hudson Soft. And I guess it was published by Sinclair. On cassette. I believe the ZX Spectrum was UK exclusive. The Specky, as they so lovingly call it. What goes on here? Reminds me of Blaster Master. It's Palace in the background. I like the Sinclair. The Spectrum's rainbow. They had on the actual console itself. Blade Force and Killing Time. I believe I know Killing Time. This was a 3DO game. I guess they were both on the 3DO system. Innovative renegades have turned the most advanced gaming technology on the planet into their own sensory amusement park. And every ride's an E ticket? I don't think these games are rated E. I don't know what that means in public transit. Because I'm American. Look at the bullet holes on this guy. He's just Swiss cheese. I guess you had to make the bullet holes readable on a digitized sprite. If you're a pacifist, skip this ad. Okay. Live and learn. It's cute. Look at this. Live and learn for the Dragon 32. Apparently all the covers for Dragon 32 were made like with a childlike crayon sensibility. Monkey. He's learning. He's learning about the earth. Good for him. I love his little half glasses. Oh, to be a monkey learning on a 8-bit computer. This is what it's all about. Live and learn. Hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Virtual Pro Wrestling by Asmic. I like the Asmic mascot. It's like a little dragon guy. PS1. This man looks like he's made of gold. There should be a wrestler called Midas. And he's made of gold. And his finishing move, of course, you know what it's called. Arabian Dream Scheherazade. I don't know what that word is. It looks German. For family computer. I like it. There's some yokai-esque guys here. Like this cookie jar with one eye. Something about the 90s. One of your game themes could be Arabian. Their only choice was either Arabian themed game, Caveman, welcome in, and what else was there? You could do Arabian, Doki Doki Panic, Aladdin. You could do... There were so many Caveman games in the 90s. Oh yeah, I saw this before. This is peak Japanese cover art. You just know if they localize this in the US, it would absolutely ruin the character design. Yeah, we're looking at just the cool box art, Blue Sky profile. I'm just scrolling it. I believe they are open to submissions and stuff if you go to their their FAQ and stuff. So I think I will come back to this. I can make this a reoccurring segment. So we'll see all sorts of stuff. I think this is a good thing for me. I could talk about cover art all day because it just makes me delve into game history. This is really cute though. Let me stretch. Oh yeah. Rabby. This is hitting the robo armor and cute mascot all at once, like a samurai pizza cat. This was probably like a game where you push boxes. I like Game Boy sprites. They all kind of look like the Pokemon Red and Blue overworld sort of thing. Link's Awakening. Everyone was like chibi. Demo disc for Power Source. Europe, 97. Oh, I see. It's a demo disc. Tomb Raider, Porsche. All racing. It was only Tomb Raider and racing. All proceeds go to the Prince's Trust. Oh. I guess that's a foundation by the crown. It's the least they could do. Another recent release. Yeah. See, I thought Llamasoft was the guys who made Winamp. I think that may be the same one. I really am not sure. I guess I have to get the game to learn about it. I did recently pick up their Tetris Forever release. It's in this series. Digital Eclipse is making their like game history series, and I can't wait to get that in the mail when Limited Run finally prints it. It's gonna be a fun stream because I became enamored with the story of Tetris when I saw the BBC documentary on YouTube in like 2006. I probably saw that on like Google Video. The BBC documentary of Tetris. I love that story of Hank Rogers. Really fun. Yeah. I can't wait to play. Oh, it has the original Russian computer version of Tetris on it. It's gonna be fun. I'll definitely stream myself playing that. Yeah, Tetris history just tickles the right cockles of my heart. Maybe I'll learn about Llamasoft at some point. Is this guy a doobie? He's just a big joint? Let me take your jacket. Who is this, Wild Woody? Here I come, I am Cinnamon? What is this? Let me take your jacket? Why does he have a gardening spade? Animal on PC. That's pretty bizarre. I guess he could be a sausage. But he looks so much like a fat doobie. And this guy's like a molar. He's like a tooth. Maybe I'll cross paths with this game at some point. Yeah. It looks like Sausage Party. Oh boy. Fighting Masters on Genesis. Free inside Fighting Masters collectors cards. Oh man. Need that if you want to get a complete in box. Oh, random fighting game. You know this played horribly. There's a reason we don't hear about this any longer. Fighting Masters. It kind of looks like the Masters of the Universe logo. Look at Shrimp Man. He's like a crab and a shrimp. I'm in awe. An anthropomorphized griffin. E-tier griffin. And they have an audience, so it's like Mortal Kombat. Shrimp Man is holding his own against Robot. He took out a piece of his neck here. Oh, and he has wings. I kind of like them. They're kind of cool. He got the Wolverine claws. The cover might be better than the game, I think. And they were nice enough to give us cards. I might impulse buy if I saw it at a convention and it was complete with cards. Need another drink. I need to just fill up a glass of water. You know what I need? I need a spray bottle to spray my tongue and mouth. Truckin'. We truckin'. Oh, new truckin'. Is the title New Truckin' or is the game new? Truckin'. iMagic, one of the third parties for Intellivision and Atari and stuff. Man, I might want to play Truck Simulator. It might be a fun time. So many choices. So little time. This one is for Intellivision. iMagic is not related to Mattel Electronics Inc. or Sears. Oh, Sears Super Video Arcade. That's what they call the 2600. Before Atari rebranded it. What goes on here? Is this a mirror for the front of the grill? Or is that artistic liberty? That might be a mod. Maybe we can unlock that in Trucking Sim. Holiday in Sumeria. In ancient Sumeria, I guess, because there's Sumerian demons running around. Pirate 87 for the ZX Specky. This kind of rocks. It's like a Halloween mask. Oh man, I think I know that specific Halloween mask that he's referencing. And just put it on a buff body. There you go. Monster Demon Man. Look at the guy. Look at his face. A young lad encountering an ancient Sumerian demon on his vacay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It has that Euro stank to it. I feel like this game never hit a store shelf. It was just out like on a flea market table. Which may have been the case. Because back then you could self-publish basically. All you gotta do is make copies of the cassette, print your own stuff, and you probably didn't need a license from Sinclair. Definitely a DIY quality. Majima no Majirock pre-order bonus DVD in 2012 for Yakuza. There's Mr. Majima, man. I know very little about Yakuza, but they seem like fun games. Rock. Watashi wa rock. Oh yeah. This was posted because of the new game that got announced. In the year of our Lord 2025, new Samurai Pizza Cats content. Kyato Ninden Teyandi for the family computer, 91. I've been seeing this pop up on Japanese. One of my save searches is this Kyato Ninden, because I want to maybe get a lot of old figurines, because they're hard to come by in the US. I also have bookmarked Earthworm Jim on all Japanese sites, and it's very little the stuff that pops up. It's mostly the ports. But I did find a legit promotional pin. I made up a story about how one of the execs of Takara went to a trade show in the US or Europe and got that, and now they're selling it, and I got my hands on it. Peaks of Pete, Commodore 16. What is that? That's like one. There's like a fifth of a Commodore 64, 1985. Runs on C16 plus 4. Oh, I see. I guess it's the home computer right before. Yeah, I think the C16. You know what? My Commodore 64 that I have right now is apparently a key swap with the C16's keys, because they're whiter. They're like pearly white and not like the brown, the sort of beige that they're supposed to be. Interesting. Look at this Peaks of Pete. This could be a modern day Scrimblow horror game that gets 1 billion view videos and has merch at Target. Whoever owns this IP needs to come out stat and capitalize on kids nowadays. This 100% needs to be like a game Markiplier plays. Dude, Pizza Pete. He's a restaurant mascot, but he kills people. I look it up on my iPad, but I get too scared sometimes. Virtua Fighter CG Portrait Series Dural. Sega Saturn 96. CG Portrait Series. What is that, like screensavers? Dural. He's just a Silver Surfer. I think I remember seeing him in Project X Zone. Oh yeah, this is nice. Damn, my throat is dry. Let me get a soda. Give me a seckie. The merch comes out before the game. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is probably a really impressive render to pull off, like Metal Mario. What is this? This is probably like, they probably use like a photo of a Japanese subway station as a reflection here. Dairanto Sumacho Brothers DX. This is a way cooler cover. Oh, this is a magazine print ad, I think. Yeah. I think the cover looks like this too as well. Yeah. It's more busy than the US one. But for this game, it works. US covers, they need to be spelled out for us dumb Americans. Bigger renders. You could only have 4 characters on the front. You need to see that it's Mario and Pikachu there. Large and in charge. Whereas this, they try to get more in there. Yeah. This is cool as hell, yeah. I'm liking this. These are, I think these promotional renders of the characters are not used anywhere else. I think they were specifically rendered for promotional ads. This Yoshi, though, I think is his main render. That's familiar. Cool. I like when Fox looked more like a fox. I like that you could see his whiskers. This Bowser, though, was terrible. He didn't look very good. Oh yeah, he was more polygonal. They were interpreting his 64 look. I say either do this or have the puppets. Those are the best Star Foxes. It's fun. It's funny seeing Pikachu rendered like this. It looks like a photo of someone's pet. This looks like someone's Instagram. Pikachu if he real. Oh man. It's funny how Captain Falcon's little eye triangles are like printed on his visor. Have you seen this cat? Yeah. He looks so innocent. Yeah, it's awesome all around. Tecmo Knight, an arcade flyer from '89. He's Tecmo's Knight. Discover the change. Tecmo Knight. So this was for an arcade owner. They got a nice little pun in there. Discover the change that you'll discover in your arcade machine. Ugh, he kind of looks like Rambo. He looks like Rambo, a cross between Rambo and that one football mascot that's like a thunderbolt that has a giant Jay Leno chin. It kind of looks like a Golden Axe clone. Look at this dog man. Pitbull dog man. There should be dogmen of different breeds. You get like a poodle dog man. He got a mace. He's whipping that mace here. I don't know. This doesn't instill confidence. You got the eyes in the distance. You got the Great Gatsby eyes here. It's a common trope on this sort of fantasy art. Yeah, he kind of seems out of place here. What are you doing, Rambo? I don't know. And that dragon looks like he was like caught in a trap. Like they had to squeeze him in here. He's hitting that Rodan. Looks like he's splayed out on a glue trap. Oh yeah, this is good. A promotional shirt. They had a lot of promotional shirts back then. And now they have just shirts at Walmart that you can get. Oh yeah, I pull up to the function in my vintage Wario shirt. You got all 6 golden coins there, representing all the lands. I've been to all 6 lands. They call me Wario the way I be holding coin. This shirt is like $4,000. On Throned. I hate vintage sellers. They're like dragons sitting on treasure. Their greed knows no bounds, much like Wario. They could have done a little better on the colors, though. They went with black on parts of Wario that shouldn't be black. I need his green shoes. Yo, bro. A TurboGrafx game. This looks like Wally Bear, the anti-drug NES game. And it kind of reminds me of that Surf Factory game on NES as well. Everyone had to be radical. Everyone had to be Bart Simpson. And you got Audrey over here. Authorized TurboGrafx seal of approval. Oh yeah. You got bees are after you. I guess because you're a bear. Mascot of Camp California. Of the Beach Boys. This is a Beach Boys game. What's his name? Did LSD and came up with this guy. What's that evil guy's name that owns Mike Love? You said it before I even asked. This was Mike Love's idea. Man, fuck you, Mike Glove. You had nothing to do with Pet Sounds. What do you even know? You don't know anything. You came up with Yo Bro. I don't care if you know John Stamos. Yeah, this is par for the course for the 90s. The Amiga 32 CDX32 add-on. After Sega's new baby, Amiga... What? Bring you the mother? I'm sorry, but the UK had some terrible print ads. They sucked. Like the Sega ads that are like sexual innuendo. How creatively bankrupt. Amiga, bring you the mother. I feel like it's not even accurate grammar. What? This looks like it says Commodore. Commotion? Oh, it is Commodore. That's right. The Commodore Amiga. I ain't got no idea about this. Yeah. Taking jabs at other companies is a very 90s thing. I feel like I've been seeing a lot of jabs in recent day ads, but they're always slipped in. You gotta read between the lines. I literally just saw an ad that Canada put out, the country of Canada, that comments on recent events or recent shit talks, and it has Mike Myers in it. And there's subtle jabs. What kind of software does this play? I don't want to know. Defender and Bomb Buenos Aires. Printhead. Llamasoft. 1982. UK. Basingstoke. Hants. Tadley. The Green. Lindenhouse. Blimey. I wonder what country you're from, bro. I couldn't tell. Full feature version of the popular arcade game of Defender, Atari Defender. Humanoids, controls up, down, thrust, reverse, fire. Wow, it has controls. For VIC-20, 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 VIC-20. Arcade quality games for the VIC-20. Is this for Commodore 64? Flatten the Argentine capital? No. Also, we don't need UK to do that. The US is perfectly capable of doing that. Make a game where Argentine rebels shoot down US planes. Telstar Double Value Games. Telstar? Like the Telstar arcade people? Bubsy and Claws Encounters. Telstar 94. How'd they get the rights to put this out? Telstar took a Sega game and a Accolade game and put it on... I wonder if it's one cartridge. A strange combination of events had to unfold for this to appear. You get double the value, though. In 1994. No thanks. I don't need to play a failed mascots game. And I don't need to play Bubsy either. Zing! Woolworths. Your first mission is to get the Woolies. They love their cheeky little nicknames. Devil May Cry. Yeah, I'll pick it up. Pre-order for €1 deposit. Your first mission is to get the Woolies. What if this was a game cover? It's like that one Castlevania game on the DS. That's a cover within a cover. The art book in 2004 for Half-Life 2. Very nice. I like that. I usually don't like photorealism, but this hits a sort of middle ground. It looks like it's between like a promotional renders in 2000 and like a photo. Somewhere in between. Almost like a cigarette ad. Kind of a nice airbrush painting. Yeah, we just need to add featuring Dante on here. The arcade flyer for Donkey Kong. Lady always looked strangely sexual in this promo art. It looks like she got the yeah. Literally called Lady. Arcade flyer. And there's not much else going on here. It's not... Seemingly, it's not made for an arcade owner. Because it would say... It would have the blurbs on there. It'd be like, Nintendo's latest offering will get you more quarters and a barrel of monkeys or some shit like that. This is just like the key art. I wonder if this was like maybe handed out to people. Neat. Rocket Knight Adventures. Mega Drive. Okay. It ran a pretty long time in the UK for the double packs. Since the Master System, wow. It was an institution. That's pretty cool. They had a budget line back then. I'm very fond of budget releases. Bringing games to the masses. Much like the Majesco re-releases for SNES. Europe got more multi-packs than we did to extend the life of those systems. It's a good idea. I know Nintendo back in the day wasn't fond of multi-packs for the NES. They had their pack-in was the only multi-cart. But they warmed up to the idea later. Rocket Knight is cool. Sparkster. Very cute. I like him. I only played his game a little bit. But it's very fun. And very difficult. It had some good platforming mechanics. You could hang by his tail. That shit's awesome. I need to try again with this game. And get good at it. There he is, hanging. Very nice. God hand. I don't know. I think they could have done better. The Japanese cover art is similar to this, where it's just like a fist and an arm. They could have gotten the main character on there. There's a lot of crazy characters they could have pulled up. Maybe that's why the game flopped. And it's now like $200 to get a copy of it. And they haven't re-released it yet. Lexicross PC Interplay 91, an early Interplay game. Holy shit. Damn. Look at this guy. That guy's me. He's like leaning in and everything. This guy pumping his fist. He's so ready. He's gonna win. One hour in the Chamber of Secrets with the robot lady. Damn. Gus Cool competition. Gus Cool? Is that Gus Cool? Print ad. 93. The world's greatest gamer. That's him? I never heard of him until now. Introducing Gus. Oh, that is so 90s. That faux Pan-Africanism art style. That tribal aesthetic. A tribe named Quest style art. Favorite food, melted Snickers. Ew, what? Why the fuck would you like that? Favorite pet, hedgehog? Searching for a Sega logo and I don't see any. But this was the UK in the 90s, so Sonic was all the rage. Favorite film, Wayne's World. Mountain biking. Mission to play the world's greatest games. Hates spiders and shakes. Milkshakes? What? Alright, man. You can't just list a bunch of stuff and expect me to connect with this guy. Yeah, why would you hate milkshakes other than being lactose intolerant like me? Gus's super cool fan club. Are you cool enough to join? Send for details today. I don't know, man. I might not be as cool as Gus. But at least I'm more than an outline. My mama hit me with the fill tool, you know? Haunting starring Poltergeist. I want a copy of this game. I want to actually play it. Until you've haunted your first bathroom, you haven't lived or died for that matter. Oh. Their cover. I don't know. I think their cover's worse in this situation. It looks like a National Lampoon movie poster. I don't like it. The art of getting a stage, a set together to make a promotional image is lost nowadays. Now it's all Photoshop and not magazines. We've devolved. We have fallen. Light emanating from the toilet. That guy popped up. Damn, I would hate to have a pair of hands come out of the toilet while I'm on it. That's probably the worst thing that could come out next to, like, a tarantula. Poltergeist. He's a cool dude with a leather jacket. Very cool. Prince of Persia for the Game Boy in 92. I wonder what that looked like. How would you translate the rotoscope onto a Game Boy? This is alright, but I think the US Prince of Persia box art is like very classy. I could be thinking of the Super Famicom too. I forget. I think the Super Famicom has a very nice Prince of Persia box art on it. The Evil Crown on the Speccy, 1985. He looks kind of wimpy, you know? He's like, eh. Bienvenidos a la Inglaterra feudal. Okay. Spain. A Spanish Spectrum game. Oh. That sounds awful. Yeah, he's kind of like Sir Wimpy. La Corona Malvada, un juego de simulación. The evil, so their title's in English. And then they translate it on the blurb down here. Una simulación animada. Las fuerzas políticas en la Edad Media. Fácil de jugar, muy difícil de ganar. When the cover art tells you the game is hard. Wow. They went crazy with the airbrush. Like the their main coat of paint is airbrush, and then their highlights are airbrush, and then everything but the line art. Night Trap Mega CD. What is this? Why did they go with this? It's like a mugshot, I guess. That's a Rare Japan L. You know what? I think the reason they went with this is to make it sort of Laura Palmer-esque. Because they like their Twin Peaks in Japan. Wow. Big face. Super Shinobi 2. Super Shinobi the Second. Instruction manual. For the Mega Drive in 93. Wow, that's very nice. That's very nice. Neo Zeed. Okay, okay. Damn, that's really nice. It reminds you of Strider. This one's the best. Look at this. It's like the set of Alien. Holy moly. Arcade. 82. Oh, yeah. Definitely early 80s arcade. Very chunky. It's just whack-a-mole. Damn, that's simple. A fast action response game that challenges the hand-eye coordination. This is about as basic as you could get for a video game. This is almost like tic-tac-toe level. Attention-grabbing lighted control panel. Alright. That's the guy. That's the guy there. Huh. Let's... Very nice. My mouth dry. Misuta Drilla. Okay. Very cute. Very cute. Daytel PlayStation and Saturn accessories. Okay, third-party accessories in 96. Oh, damn. 15 game saves per disc. Oh, shit. You know this shit was for bootlegging. It's like a save doctor. Damn, there's a PC board? What is this? For the Serious Game Hacker. Full package contains PC card, cable, and software to connect PlayStation or Saturn to any PC via Action Replay. Oh man. Keep it on the down low. Oh. The best. That's the best right there. That's a friend. I think we'll wrap up. That was a nice chunk. A nice chunk of time. And there's a lot more. Cool box art. Our friends. A friend of the channel. Soon will be a friend. Maybe. That's a puppy. That's just a little puppy guy. He looks so cute. Guys. Thank you. Thanks for coming out. Thank you, chatters, followers. Special guests. There were no special guests. Lurkers. Minimum wage workers. Thank you. This was a lot of fun. I feel like this could have gone even longer. This could definitely be like a glue that holds a long stream together. I could just insert this between games or whatever. Yeah, this will be a reoccurring segment. I tested the waters today, and they were very easy to acclimate to. This is React content tuned to my specific frequency. Yes. I will do more, definitely. I gotta pick up a new game because I finished Luigi Mansion. I gotta get a spray bottle with water in it to moisten my mouth. I got some work to do. I want to make that title card still. Yeah. So I'll be around, definitely. Thanks for checking me out. We are wrapped up for today, but I will be back soon. Nighty night.